Hey guys, so before I play this video for you, I got a really cool photo in this video, by the way, so make sure to stay tuned. But I'd like to thank Ben Horn. In one of his videos about a month or two ago, he basically said that he had hid $1 somewhere in Zion, and the prize for that was a 16 by 20 print. So while I was in Zion, he gave me a couple hints as to where to find this dollar, and I ended up finding it near one of his spots that he photographed, and that was pretty cool. So I included that in the first part of the video, but I'd just like to say thanks, Ben. The print's really cool, so thanks for the hints on finding that. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I got one of my favorite photos from the road trip in it. Okay, so underneath this rock right here is where we found it. This is the tree branch he photographed. It's kind of drooped down. It's actually been caught underneath some pine cones and stuff, so it doesn't quite look like it did in the photo, but there's the rock that it was hidden under. So yeah, it's pretty cool. There's also a pretty interesting wash down there, so I might go check that out a little bit just for a little while. Yeah, this is a pretty neat side of the park, so what I'm gonna look for today is some interesting trees and maybe try to find some desert varnish and just try to photograph some more intimate landscape photos, and then maybe I'll try to determine when the best light will be and then return to those locations in the afternoon or in the early morning. So yeah, we're just gonna spend the day looking around this whole side of the park. It's gonna be pretty fun. This place is insane. There's so many lush trees, and the textures of the rock are so cool. I think I might come back here some other time if I don't think there's going to be any flash flooding, because there's some really interesting subjects to photograph back that way. I still have a lot to explore, but man, this place is really awesome. So we're gonna head back to the car now, and we're thinking about coming back here in the morning to try to get some lighting. But this is a really awesome place. If you watch Ben Horn's videos, he talks a lot about the intimate landscape, and you can definitely see what he means when you come here, because there's so many interesting rocks and textures and trees to photograph and just do little close-up intimate landscapes. But yeah, I found a couple trees that I could use as subjects. So yeah, we're gonna head back to the car and maybe scout around a bit more later. So as the weather said, it's starting to thunderstorm over Zion, so I don't know about exploring any more washes, but there are some trails that go along the washes that have nice views of the pine trees with desert varnish. So I hope it didn't rain too much where we were at, because I was hoping that in the next few days I could get at least one photograph from the washes. But yeah, we'll have to see when we get there. It's insane the way when it's raining, the cliffs just start to, like, it almost looks like they're bleeding water, just like waterfalls start to come out of nowhere, and it's just like falling off the cliffs and blowing in the wind. I'm hoping that maybe this rain will provide a little saturation for my photos. There's just really cool views right now of the thunderstorm, but we're gonna try to drive up this road. It's not raining too hard, so I don't think it's going to be too slippery, but yeah, we're almost to the location. So I'm recording this part of the video a couple days after the last part I recorded where I found the dollar and I was first searching around. That's because it was raining a lot yesterday, so I didn't really have a great opportunity for photography. So it was basically just thundering, thunderstorms all yesterday. But yesterday I did find this cool little maple tree with some nice desert varnish behind it. So I came here this morning and I thought I'd get some reflected light, but I didn't. And earlier today I was getting a little bit of reflected light, but now it looks like there's none at all. So I'm not totally sure if this is a great location for reflected light, because there's not really any direct kind of light source or cliff behind it that's lighting up. But I'm going to hang out here a little bit. I do have a couple areas down in the washes which I might explore, but this is a pretty cool subject. And some nice desert varnish as well. Alright, what's up guys? So this morning I was looking at this cool composition that I had found yesterday, and I just wasn't getting any reflected light, and I came back earlier this afternoon, still wasn't getting reflected light, so I decided to scout around, and I really was rewarded because I have this beautiful wash here with a little leading line, and then I've got these beautiful maple trees right here, and then I've got this glow coming from around the corner of the wash. It's really spectacular. So as I'm saying, I couldn't have asked for better lighting. The first day I was here in these washes, I didn't really make a great photo, and then yesterday was raining, and this morning was also kind of a downer because there was no reflected light on the tree I wanted. But this is really cool, the way you've got the water, the fresh kind of water. There's still a little water there, and it leads your eye right to those trees, and this beautiful orange glow. I couldn't have asked for anything better. It's just really amazing. I didn't expect to get a portfolio quality shot on my first trip to Zion. I'm gonna keep photographing it and experimenting a little, but took the polarizer off. It didn't seem like it was helping. Polarizers get rid of reflections, but what I'm wondering is if they get rid of reflected light. I just took it off and it looked like it was a bit brighter, so I decided to not use the polarizer. So I also forgot my shutter release, so I'm just kind of doing a 2-second timer, but you know, the photos are still pretty sharp. So I'll check in with you guys in a bit. So now I've got a totally different shot going on. This is, ooh, there's another angle on it. Anyways, I've still got the beautiful orange light, but there's a ponderosa pine at the very end of this corridor, and there's reflected light just going, it's on the ponderosa pine, but it's also coming right down through the corridor, and it's absolutely fantastic. There's just a lot of different compositions here with this little corridor. This would be a great spot to come back to in the fall and see if it still has the same lighting, but this is pretty spectacular, and I'm pretty happy with what I'm getting.